Welcome back, welcome back. It is me, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to James Taylor singing Carolina in My Mind. Let's see what he has to say.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Leaning just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind. But now I'm going to Carolina in my mind.
Oh, in my mind. Immediately the chords and the guitar made me feel like this was a friend of mine. Like I know this man. It felt very like Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It felt like that. And then he started to sing and it just kind of affirmed that kind of neighborly, safe feeling you get. He's got that kind of voice. I think this is a sweet song. You know, growing up in the South and then going to New York for the summers and like, you know, holidays and vacations, we always drove up through the Carolinas. And I just remember like this kind of photo you see here of just all the green in the mountains. That's like what I remember the Carolinas, because if memory strikes me right, I think North Carolina takes the longest to get through. One of the Carolinas. It's like a chunk of time in that road trip. And I just remember feeling like, oh my gosh, there's so much green, like as a child. But as I got older, I appreciated it more and more and more. So for this to be a song, like it really kind of resonates, because it is like, I'm the type of person in the car, I like really pay attention to my surroundings. I get really quiet. My mind just like wanders. And I feel like this song kind of like encapsulates that. You know what I mean? Is encapsulate a word? Is that the right word? I don't know. I said it.
Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her way and watch it shine. Watch her watch the morning come.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's really
Silver
pretty.
tear appearing now while I'm crying. Need I gone to Carolina in my mind?
In my mind. I really like that. I love the punches.
No one's mind that loves the finest thing around.
He's making these kind of certain like punches on words, like accentuating them, and I really enjoy that. And it's super subtle, but like there's something about it that feels, I don't know, just like a warm hug. He's got like really friendly, inviting eyes. And I can't help but smile. I feel like every time I look over at the screen, I'm just like, oh, you know, like my little daydreaming mind is really enjoying the melody of this. It's really pretty music. Look at his eyes. They twinkle. My.
Whispers something soft and kind.
Whispers.
Hey baby, the sky's on fire. I'm dying. Need I gone to Carolina in my mind?
Oh.
In my mind,
Ooh.
I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine?
It's the sunshine and the moonshine, you know, in the South, specifically in the rural areas, right? Like they're the stars, like you really can enjoy the elements and the sky. It's such a true thing that I think you don't notice, or a lot of people kind of take advantage of in places where there is like this open sky and the beauty of like the sunset and the moon and the sky being illuminated by the moon and stars, and you know what I mean? Like the silhouette of the mountains. Like it's a beautiful thing. It really is such a gorgeous thing.
Ain't it just like a friend of mine? So hit me from behind.
Hit me from behind. I love his voice. In my mind. Are you swaying? Because I'm swaying.
Late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Peace in flight and dogs at bite. Signs that might be open say I'm going, on Carolina in my mind.
That 4-part background vocal situation is so freaking good. Like, it lifts. It like lifts and elevates. It comes underneath him and just lifts him and his vocal. You know what I mean? They're not like surrounding his vocal or overpowering his vocal. They're just like literally taking him and lifting his vocal. And it makes it so nice to listen to. Like,
It's a holy host, the others stand around me.
Listen, ooh.
Still I'm on the dark side of the moon.
Is this song sad?
And it looks like it goes on like this forever.
I feel like there's some sadness happening here, some bad things.
Forgive me if I've been gone to Carolina in my mind.
Ooh, yeah.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
Y'all, I do. There feels like there's like is there some sadness here that I'm not catching? Is it going over my head? It's okay. You know, sometimes my tugboat tugs a little slower than others, and I'm okay with that. I'm just catching some sense of sadness, and maybe I missed something in the lyrics, possible, because I was focusing on something else. You know how I do, squirrel. But I'm catching bits of like, huh? Oh, is it just me?
Can't you see the sunshine? I said, can't you just feel the moonshine? Going in just like that friend of mine to keep me from behind. And I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
What is so
So
good?
I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
Like, is he escaping from something sad?
Well, I'm already gone.
Or is he leaving? You know what I mean?
Say nice things about me. If I'm gone, you've got to carry on without me.
Carry on without me. So yeah, is this someone like, dang, this made me sad. So yesterday I reacted to, I think it was Almost Home by, I'm struggling to remember his name, Craig, and Jelly Roll. And the song was like, the guy was like, why did you wake me up? I was like he was in his happy place, and it felt like he almost wanted to like leave the earth. And that's what this is. Is that what this person is saying? Like, I'm leaving and I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Is that what's happening? I knew I felt some sadness. Is this about leaving us here on earth and Carolina is their heaven? Did I catch it late? At least I caught it. Give me that. Still, such a sweet, just like a sweet sentiment that like this is someone's peace. And to them, when they close their eyes and take their last breath, they're going to think of Carolina. They're going to think of the trees and the sun and the moon. And that's their heaven. You know what I mean? Like, that's still quite a beautiful sentiment if you ask me.
Got to carry on without me.
Carry on without me. I'm gone. Dang.
I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina.
Ooh. That was just such a like, it was so gentle. It was such a gentle song. You know, I think the way I grew up, funerals are called homegoing services. They're more of a celebration of life than they are like sad mourning services. I mean, they're still sad, but like there's a celebration that this person is no longer in their earthly being and they've gone on to live eternally in heaven. That's the way I was brought up to believe. And I feel like this is probably going to sound like such a weird thing, but like I feel like this is like a good song for something like that. Like, don't cry. I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Don't be sad for me. I'm free to roam the mountains and you know what I mean? Like it like I don't want to put that on this man in this song. Like, this is a great funeral song. You know how people say like that's a good wedding song, but like truly I feel like it's such a good song to like say goodbye, but also in a happy way, you know? And if I'm totally missing the mark, then whatever. But he said like I'm gone. I'm out of here. So, but overall, I think the song felt very like peaceful. There was like this overwhelming feeling of peace listening to it, which I think for a lot of people, that is what like leaving this earth is. It's like, I am at peace now. And so that made me feel very like at peace. And it's probably a very comforting song for a lot of people. And maybe in that position, like having lost somebody. I don't know. Sound off in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, if I'm close or if I'm far, if I'm hot or if I'm cold. And go and have the day that you deserve. Peace.